Hi guys, welcome to episode 15 of the Ruck Off. With me is Stephen. Stephen, it's been a long time.
It's been quite nice. I haven't had to speak to you. But you look so disappointed.
It's good to see your ego still there.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice to be back. People have missed us. Had many DMs of people saying, "Where are you?" We're like, "Not around." Elliot's busy trying to get people on the podcast. It's going really well. And he's trying to complete his coursework, whereas I'm just roaming around, cutting about, just doing what I want. Playing rugby. I'm back to playing rugby, which is nice. Wearing the new stash again.
Can't the viewers get 10% off, Stephen?
I think they can. What's the discount code?
I think it's Ruck 10.
It's Ruck 10. I told you. Don't use Ruck off, or they'll charge you more. Yeah, it's Ruck 10, 8. Go and follow them on Instagram. Go and check them out. Really nice stuff. I know they're dropping some new stuff soon. Yeah, 10% off, Ruck 10. And I'll just end up doing that because Elliot seems to mess up everything now. So should we just get started? I think Elliot, you've got how to speak, lad, or
I'm just letting you do your promo.
I've got my manscaping. No, we didn't get that in the end. Should have, because we should. I think our problem was we just beat it around the bush too much.
Anyway, let's move on to the episode before we talk about Stephen's bush.
Oi, go, okay.
Right.
Literally, there's nothing happening in rugby in the minute. Is there anything happening? I don't actually.
Stephen, I think on Friday there's European finals,
and we're there. European rugby sorted the Ruck off. Obviously, we're massive, so they sorted out. I was out for some tickets. Well, they didn't. We actually bought them off the website, but we'll say we did. So check our
box.
Yeah. I might play. So check out the Instagram on Friday night. We'll probably be putting some photos and videos on of the game. Elliot said he might vlog it.
I'm vlogging it, you are. It's funny in front of, you got people behind you and you just like got your camera out. Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. I'm sat down in my seat.
I've got a GoPro, so I can start. I can start recording stuff in the future and put it on the Instagram. It'll look good. Our GoPro quality's class.
To be fair, we could have an episode of you doing like a day in the life of your rugby league team from start to finish. Obviously not during. Bit dangerous.
Nah, I won't GoPro. I'll just walk around with it. Like, hey,
How would you do a clothesline and with the camera in your hand? How'd you be able to do a clothesline and have the camera in your hand?
Don't clothesline. I'm a legal tackler. I do everything illegally.
You do everything illegally?
Yes, illegally.
Yeah.
So final. We'll talk about the Friday night first. The Challenge Cup. Our beloved Leicester Tigers are facing Montpellier. I'm buzzing. It's going to be like 10,000 people allowed in. It's going to be like 8,000-9,000 fans, just Tigers fans, and then 1,000 worth of corporate that no one really cares about. Which is a fair point. Corporate shouldn't ever get tickets, but they always seem to get tickets. What do you reckon? What's your prediction? Because obviously Montpellier class, they got beat at the weekend, but they did rotate quite heavily.
I think it's going to be relatively close.
Yeah, I want it to be close. Like, I want Tigers to win, obviously, but I'd love it to be close. I'd love it to go like down to the last few minutes and we'll win it.
I think it's going to be like a 25-20.
Nah, I can't see that many points. I'm going 12-3. I'm joking. I want some tries, obviously.
15-12. 15-12 Tigers.
Yeah, I just want us to win. I think it'll be class. Obviously, they're not in bad form at the minute. Tigers beats Harlequins yesterday. George Ford outplayed Marcus Smith, but I think that helps with George Ford having such a dominant forward pack. But there's not really that much to talk about on it, to be fair. Tigers are unbeaten in that competition so far. Won all the group stage games. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes. So is what it is. I think Tigers. I'm just excited to be back, hearing like proper fans, and I'm sure the players are as well.
Friday Night Lights at Twickers HQ. What more could you ask?
Yeah, £7 for a pint, 13 quid for a pie. I'm buzzing. I'm actually really excited. And then the other final is La Rochelle versus Toulouse, which, interesting fact, both of the Liebenbergs are in a final. Obviously, you've got Hamro with Tigers, and you've got the other one. I can't remember his name. Apologies.
Call him Tom.
Nah, he can't be called Tom. Just Liebenberg, brother Liebenberg.
The other one.
What's his name? The other one. He's in the main final, the big cup, the big one. I don't know who's going to win it. Surely Toulouse do, but we love an underdog.
We got Will Skelton as well in. You know, La Rochelle have got some class forwards.
Lavani Bottia, Big 12. Who else? I don't know. Honestly, we're doing a podcast about rugby and we still don't have a clue about rugby. Other than that, the finals, we don't really know what we can say much about them. Just keep checking the Instagram. We're going to try and put loads on this week, load of videos and stuff. We're going to do our prediction for the Tigers team we'll put that out on Thursday, just before the squad actually gets announced. Me and Elliot will come up with a combined what we think the Tigers team will be, and we'll put it on the page. And we can see how it differs. We need guests. We've got a few lined up, don't we, Elliot? We've got a few lined up. I promise we're not scraping the barrel just with these episodes. That's why we didn't film last week, because there was actually nothing to talk about.
In fact, I am a total wet wipe at getting guests in, so.
No, you're fine. You just go about it the wrong way. You need to have just charisma and chat like.
Bit of banter.
And a mullet. Yeah, yes, man. I want to get a referee on. I can probably get a referee who does a bit of stuff on the side, has a bit of involvement with the women's game. I need to ask him to try and get him on. We've got 2 Allianz 15s. That's the competition, isn't it? Allianz 15 Premiership women's players. Fingers crossed we can get on in the near future. But yeah, we'll keep churning out content for you. If it's not both Monday and Wednesday, it'll always be a Wednesday from now on, unless there's just nothing to talk about. We'll update the feed. Other than that, we're going to keep the episode nice, short and sweet today. So we're going to go into our England team. So obviously the Lions squad got announced. Yay, well done everyone going on the Lions tour. Obviously there'll probably be some players we picked today who will either get injured or just will get pulled into the Lions squad because of other injuries. But we're going to talk about what our England team will be for when we face USA and Canada.
Yeah.
So we've got a 23, so we're going to work through it. Loose head, hooker, tight head, etc. Okay, so do you want to start with your loose head?
Yeah, so I've got Ellis Genge.
I think mine is, but my only worry about Ellis Genge, I think, is that more than likely he'll probably get called into the Lions squad. I think there'll be an injury and he'll end up getting called up because he's got to be close. He's in pretty much the form of his life at the minute. Got a yellow yesterday, which was a not strange decision. Just a decision that the TMO overruled the referee on again, which was quite common yesterday, but I don't want to get into the officiating chat because we've already had a big discussion on that the last few weeks. I've gone for Genge as well. Hooker.
Tom Dunn.
Yeah, I've got Tom Dunn. He's obviously only worry is his disciplinary at the minute. He's got 2 red cards in the last few weeks. Needs to sort that out probably. 3.
Carl Sinclair.
Yeah, I've got Carl Sinclair. Have you seen Sinclair's interview after the Bristol game the other week?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was a hard one.
It's emotional.
It was quite hard, but I think he's dealt with it the right way. And hopefully he can channel that, and that front row could be devastating for England. Obviously, I won't talk about potential players. I'll talk about that at the end, but there's other players you can add into that front row which could make it seriously a big threat. Then, yeah, number 4.
I've gone for Charlie Eels.
Yeah, I was thinking about Charlie Eels, but I just don't think he's at second row that Eddie Jones seems to like him, but I'm just not a fan of him. I'm going for Joel Kapoku. I don't know if you know much about him. Saracens player. Basically, Maro Itoje, like soon. He's the same like build, just basically, I told you, controls the game, very energetic, and I think he will be in England's future second row, and I think he could make the starting team. It'd be interesting because he could be one of the first ever times they've had a championship player in the England squad.
Yeah, that'd be a good shot, to be fair.
Yeah, number 5.
I've gone for George Martin.
That's a strange one because he's only ever played 6, hasn't he?
Yeah. I think he'll play second as well.
His second row is his main position, I believe, but he always seems to play 6. I've gone for Alex Coles, Saints boy, Northampton Saints. Massive frame. Yeah, I think he'll do a job in the row. 6.
Ben Earl.
I've gone for Ben Earl. I like him because he can kind of just play everywhere along the back row. Yeah. 7.
I've gone for Sam Underhill. Bit of experience in there.
I've got Sam Underhill. I think he probably just missed out on the Lions tour. The majority of this team will probably say now are probably players that potentially could get called up into the main squad. So the Lions squad, sorry. Yeah, Underhill, class 7, very good operator. Probably doesn't do the flashy stuff like Tom Curry, so doesn't get the credit, but still a massively underrated player. 8.
Alex Donbrandt.
Yeah, I've gone the same. More for the fact of I think it probably would have been Zach Mercer if he hadn't gone to France, but I don't see the point in picking a player if they're going to go to France for a few years. Yeah, Donbrandt, I'll back Donbrandt. I think he's a very good player, especially if he's got like a forward going forwards back. 9.
Yeah, I've gone for a bit of experience with Dan Robson.
Yeah, I've gone along the same lines. I've gone Ben Spencer. Obviously, got called up for the World Cup final. There's other players you're looking at, but obviously I don't want to mention them till after. Ben Spencer is a kicking option as well. So always another option. 10.
Marcus Smith.
I've got Marcus. Yeah, I've got Marcus Smith. More for the fact of, obviously George Ford had the better game yesterday, but I think they'll want to see how Marcus Smith matches up in an international setting. For me, the best fly half in the Northern Hemisphere at the minute. I know it's a big shout. I don't know if anyone else will agree with that.
Well, he's had, 2 or 3,
late, tries at the right of the death.
Those sort of plays is what you need, especially in a tight game, and just having a different sort of playing style as well. I think he'll add a lot.
11.
I've gone for Johnny May. Bit of experience in the back 3.
Yeah, I've gone for a bit of an outsider. I've gone for Will Muir. Obviously, 7th player. I love the way he runs, reads the game very well. But very similar to how Rory McConaughey broke on with 7s and never really pushed through again. Obviously, doing his shift at club. I think Will Muir could be a very good option as a winger. 12.
Gone for Henry Slade. Just dominate that midfield.
I'm thinking I probably should have gone, but I'm kind of leaving out all these experienced players and trying to get some new players, which obviously they could be involved in the England A setup, but I'm sure we'll get onto an England A selection in the next few weeks when that squad's announced. I've gone for Sam James at 12. I think he's a class player, so underrated in the league. One of the best centres with Sale have got and the Premiership have got. Been a massive player for them over the last few years. I think he deserves his chance. 13.
Go for Joe Marchant.
I've gone for Paolo Odogwu at 13. I think he needs it. He needs to get, because otherwise it depends, because Paolo Odogwu could easily go, I'm going to go and play for Italy now. But it depends if he's got any ambition. I don't want to sound horrible, but I think if you've got an ambition, you've got to stick with England. So they're taking the easy option and going with Italy. 14.
Yeah, I've gone for Paolo Odogwu.
You got him on the wing. So I think he's more of a 13. And I think I was tempted to go either him or Ollie Lawrence at 13, but I think Odogwu kind of edged it at the minute. I've gone for Ben Loader on the wing, tearing it up for London Irish. And obviously I've got his winger buddy from London Irish on the bench that I'll talk about in a minute. 15.
I've gone for Freddie Stewart.
Yeah, I've gone for the same. Although I could see him being involved in England's A setup. I don't know who else could be offered as a fullback.
Well, to be fair,
Max Mayland.
England 18, he could be having a few heads in there that could potentially go on the tour anyway.
Yeah.
So, I could see Freddie Stewart in the air.
Do you think for a fullback, Max Mayland potentially is probably the only other shout? But yeah, I've gone for 16.
I've gone for George McGuigan, Newcastle, ex-Leicester. Okay. I feel like he's slightly a bit like Jamie George in his style.
I've gone for a different player. I've gone for a youngster at Bristol. I've gone for Will Capon. If you don't recognise the name, you'll probably just recognise the white scrum map. Tearing it up. I think he's took the chance of Thacker being out. If Thacker had played this season, he probably would have been my starting hooker, but obviously he can't. He's been injured. I think Will Capon deserves his shot. And obviously we're saying these players here who could be involved in England A or could be flying onto the Lions team. 17.
Beno Obano.
Yeah, exactly the same. I think he deserves it. Young lad. Still quite young. Breaking through. Deserves his chance at international, but I think he'll get it this summer. 18.
Joe Hayes. You know, he was all according to England squad. Didn't get his chance to play, but at the moment at Leicester, he's been playing. His scrummaging's improved immensely. Yeah.
And I think Borthwick rewards that by giving the front row on the bench, because the play like Charlie Clare, who we could easily say, like Lewin De Bruyne, Nefilia Tagaga, James Whitcomb, all the front row Tigers have got. I think they prove that by Borthwick bringing on in the 45th to the 50th minute, he rewards their good work and training and games. I think Hayes is really relishing his opportunity at St. Tigers and deserves an England call-up. 19.
I've gone for Nick Ezekwe.
Yeah, class player. I think he's only on loan at Saints at the minute. I think he'll be a future England player. Proper good player. He's controls their line out very well. I've gone for George Martin. I think having him as number 19. I don't know. I think having him on the bench just gives you an option at back row and at second row. So, but I've just realised I've got Don Brandt in my team at 8 and 20. I know he's good, but he can't be that good. So I'll just have to quickly replace him. Yeah, you carry on. 20.
20, I've gone for Mark Wilson, player that can play throughout the back row. You know, he's got some experience coming off the bench there as well. So, yeah, be a good man to influence, I guess, you know, some of the youngsters, you know, especially like, you know, Alex Don Brandt, George Martin. I know he's playing second row, but if Eddie wants to move him around as well. But yeah, good experience player.
I've got a bit of an outsider here. I've gone for Alfie Barbieri. Obviously from Wasps, he's picked up another injury shit. That's his second of the season. Will he get his chance? Obviously, when he plays, he's been tearing it up for Wasps, hasn't he, at the minute? Fingers crossed he gets back fit and he could be involved in that England 23.
21, I've gone for Harry Randall.
Harry Randall? Yes, Harry Randall. That's if he probably would have been mine if he was fit, but I don't know where he is. What do you think of him?
He's just a class player. I think he's got a good rugby head. You know, he knows. I feel like he was a Ben Youngs when Ben Youngs back in the day. You know, if he spots a gap, he's confident enough to take it. The speed of his passing, you know, I think his overall game's much quicker than most scrum halves. So if he was fit, I'd have him in.
I'd go for Jack Maunder. Exeter player, deserves. He's been class. He's been well good, but I don't know. He's never had his chance. Obviously, these apparent vendetta Eddie has against Exeter, will that carry on? Will he keep not picking Exeter players or not? But other than that move on to number 22.
I've gone for Joe Simmons, Exeter player. Like, hopefully, Eddie Jones get out of his comfort zone and, you know, picks the chief.
I've gone for George Ford. I think that experience George Ford will bring will just help England, just the players around him. It really depends what Eddie's idea of this tour is. Is it to blood the youth, or is it to give people who haven't been on the lines a fair chance, or to have a bit of a mix? I've gone George Ford. I think he'll help. And then 23.
I've gone for Max Malins. He's been in the setup for a bit now. He's got a few caps under his belt, and again, he just helps bring that experience. And again, he's a utility, so he can play at centre, he can play in the back three. So yeah,
wing, yeah, he play at 10.
So he just plays everywhere.
I've gone for Ollie Hassel-Collins. I think the way he runs is very similar to Ollie Thorley, but yeah, he's a very good player at London Irish at the minute. So we're just going to talk about some players we're missing. just through, we're not too sure. I'm not sure on like Mays, Slade, because I think they'll all get called into the line squad regardless. Other than that, youngsters, I think Scrum Half is one where we could go. Jack Van Portfleet, Braffy Quirk. I think that both of those will probably get called into the England A squad. Other players. Who else do you think? Joe Cochran-Signer. I'm not too sure on at the minute. I think there's better wings out there at the minute. Manu Tuolangi. That's the big question. Manu Tuolangi.
I don't think he will, because he hasn't had enough game time yet. And I think, especially after the Six Nations, I know Ali wanted to bring in youngsters and he wanted to bring in a new style. So I don't think he'll risk Manu for this summer at all. I think he'll, allow him to finish off his time at Sale and then just let him have. Yeah, but let him finish off his time. Let him have the summer off.
Yeah.
And then,
so I'm gonna give you a thing here. Manu Tuolangi will start the third test for the Lions in South Africa, and that's a fact. He will.
Do you want to bet on it?
I'll bet on that. I believe in that. Manu Tuolangi will start the third test for the Lions in South Africa. That is.
I agree with him. Hashtag.
Manu in.
Give me a pint.
Yeah, Manu in, Manu out.
Manu in, Manu out.
Yeah, we'll put that on the Instagram for people to see what people think. Actually, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I know Fab Rugby do it. Check Fab Rugby, actually put out some class content on Instagram. We're going to do some unpopular opinions. So we're going to put like a question bar on Instagram, say unpopular opinions. Obviously, they'll be pointless just doing this. I'm literally going to do it straight after this episode's filmed and done. I'm going to put unpopular opinions, get them in. We'll try and make it like a theme. So every week we'll do it. And then we'll just go, you can vote on if you think yes or no. So Tigers will finish in the top 4 next season, yes or no. And we'll just see who comes out, basically. What's up?
I think so. Just putting my opinion out there, not influencing anyone.
Shame your opinion's irrelevant though, isn't it? No. So obviously me and Ellie have got some exciting things to do in the future. Obviously we need to talk about things off camera, then whatever we find out, we'll let everyone know. But other than that, I think it's been a nice little film and get back into it. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's good to it's good to be back, and mainly looking forward to Friday. Hopefully if I do see you, catch up with you, but get some content on there, take some pictures, probably update the timeline if we probably like do like a little score thing if we can, if we forget, sorry. But yeah, just share the experience, but not too.
Or we'll do a pints counter. You can do the game and I'll just be there. Pint 1, pint 2. Bank account 0.
Question box. How many pints will Stephen be drinking?
Before he's poor.
Are you driving?
Nah, so I've got my sister driving.
That's all right then. Yeah, we'll do a beer counter.
But I've got my haircut at 8:30 on Saturday morning.
We've got to do is sit there.
Yeah, that's true.
What are they going to do? Nice massage, little,
I'll be like this. Obviously keep updated on the Instagram because we're going to put some class stuff out in the future. Other than that, Elliot, don't think there's much more to talk about. See you. Yeah, interact with us on socials. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're growing. We're nearly at 50 subscribers. Okay, I'm going to say 100 subscriber giveaway. So that's going to take a while. So I can back that. Yeah, 100 subscriber giveaway. We'll probably, and let me see how many of the Instagram's on.
What's the prize?
The Instagram's on 283 followers. So I reckon we do a 500 follower giveaway. We know what me and Elliot know what the prize is. We'll let you know when we're close to that. Because we don't know what the prize is, so we need some time. Yep, so we'll put that on the thingy. We'll put 500 follower and put like 100 subscriber giveaways on there, and then we can get them sorted. Hopefully we can keep growing. I'm enjoying the journey so far. Saying we're not far into it. But other than that, Elliot, do you want to finish us off?
Yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Ciao.